Hello there, and welcome to East Chronicles. To the history. Actually, it says history. It should be Chronicles of East, but okay. Chronicles of East, Part 1. That'll be fixed during the next stream. Now, welcome to the Chronicles of East. As you can tell, I've actually beaten the game a couple times on various difficulties, on both normal and hard mode. I'm very familiar with this game. It's one of my favorites of all time. I played this game multiple times until all the way back in 2015. I beat it again in 2017. And then this one was from 2018. So this is a game I'm very familiar with. It and its sequel, East 2. So I'm kind of excited to get into it and get started with the experience, and I hope you guys are happy and along for the ride, or happy to be along for the ride as we work our way through all the East games. You'll notice in the bottom right hand corner there are two goals down there. One is for my new skateboard, my new complete skateboard that I'm wanting to pick up. And I will be planning on doing learning skateboarding videos on Twitch and YouTube. But there's also, you'll see East 3 Wonders from East. That is the first retro game we're going to be pushing forward to add to this set. We also have if I can get them working, the Taito games for the PS2, which is East 4, I believe, is on, and East 5 is... Is it East 4? Yeah, East 4, but one of the versions of East 4 and one of the versions of East 5 are on the PS2. So if you want to see those in the lineup, you can check. You can donate to that. Get us up to 2,000 bits for Wonders from East. We'll be playing the Genesis port of, and go from there. I love the series. We're gonna be playing. Of course, you can hear the PC-88 music. We also have the other versions, but the PC-88 music is my favorite. So we're going to be sticking with that throughout the first two games. Trying to think if there's anything else I should say. We are going to be playing through all of them in timeline order, not release order. So you're not going to be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. But it's timeline order, so after East 1 and 2, we're actually going to be stepping backwards in time to play the prequel to East 1 and 2, and we're doing that on purpose because I want you guys to see East 1 and 2 before we move into the prequel, which does expand a lot on the lore of East 1 and 2. Now you have to keep in mind with the exception of East 1 and 2 and maybe Memories and Salsetta, while there is a general timeline of events through Adol Christin's life, the games really do act as standalone titles. So if you're looking to get into the franchise, I'm going to recommend you either start with Oath in Felghana, which is the remake of 3, which will take place, I believe, after Salsetta. I'll have to double check and recheck my timeline. But I believe it's East 1 and 2. Or it's actually timeline goes Origins 1 and 2, Salsetta, Oath in Felghana. Then I believe it's Keflin, if I'm not mistaken. Then it's number 5. Then we'll hit Donna, which is the newest one released on PC, which is 8. It was released in 2018 or 2019. I think it was 2018 when that was released. Then we'll hit East 7, which is East the Ark of Napishtim, and then the final one being East 7, and hopefully East 9 after the fact. Now, I'm under the impression that East 9 takes place after 7, but if it does not, if it takes place in an earlier point of the timeline, we will modify it when it officially comes out on PC in the States, sometime either later this year or early next year. I do plan on this taking a while. I'm not planning on this being a quick thing at all. I know some of these games can take up to 40 hours. Some of them can only take up to 18. Like, I think I beat each of the stories in East Origins in under 10 hours or under 15 hours. Then there's 3 stories of that. So that is actually 3 full games we'll be playing. 3 full playthroughs of Ys Origins we're going to be playing through back to back. We're going to be playing through Unica, Claw, and what the heck is the third kid's name? My brain escapes me right now. He's one of the fact kids, but my brain just does not want to tell me what his name. Hugo Fact, that's his name. Anyways, let's get started, and this is kind of the introduction to Ys. So hope you enjoy. Stop on by, enjoy. I think I did the tweeting. Let me double check this, that it went out. It should have. Let me double check that. It looks like everything is golden. You can see the cursor on the screen there. Let's get started. Are you ready? New game, and we're going to be playing in the, I believe we're going to be playing, I didn't look up, I don't remember if I looked up what the difference between Chronicles and Complete are. I think it's the, just the framing, but we're playing in a small window because the game has problems at full screen. The game has problems with the movement at full screen, so we're going to be avoiding using full screen if at all possible. I think we're going to go with Chronicles. I'm just okay with that. We're going to be doing this on... I'm not looking for a difficult... The final boss in this game is a pain in the right arse. And I'm just looking to get through the game, so we're going to be playing this one on easy mode. It's going to take relatively little time. I'm not going to say it's like 4 or 5 hours, but it's like literally like maybe 6 to 10 hours total. Not very long. The second game's, again, a little bit longer with the final dungeon taking forever, but it's still not very long. But we're going to be playing the first 2 games on easy. Okay, what? I'm going to apologize for that real quick here. That is not obeying the rules I've set up. That's absolutely frustrating. It's going to be loud. You're not going to be able to hear me. So. All right, so that was the intro to East Book 1. I'm going to turn this back up. Again, apologies. It's really loud for no reason. That's about the sound. That's about the volume it should be. It does not abide by the rules of the audio as set up beforehand, which is fantastic and terrible all at the same time. I want to mention quickly before we get into the story, there was a couple things that were pointed out in the opening there that really do kind of spoils the game a bit. So if you haven't seen the story, that opening did spoil some things about the game, and stuff that we will find out while we play the game. Now, I want to point out really quickly that the PC-88 version, the original version of the game, the TurboGrafx version of the game, actually included a different opening than this one. It included Adol, the kid we're playing, and I'm going to say kid at this point because he's only 16 years old in this story. And I'm not quite sure of how the ages work as he goes on, because I think Memories of Celsada, it takes place like a year after this event, and he actually completes these events over the course of like a month. So this whole story, the first and second books, take place over the course of maybe a total of a month. And I don't even think they take that long, because I know he storms the Tower of Dharm, which is something that comes up later, in one day. He's the only person to have ever done it, and he storms the Tower of Dharm and makes it to the top in a single day. So, something to keep in mind as we get there and we meet Dogi and all of the other side characters who will become very important throughout the story, the chronology going forward. But the PC-88 version actually had a different opening. When you began in Primrose, and you were actually going to be headed to the original goal. It's hilarious that he doesn't... Spoilers for the future, but Adol's original goal was to head to Altego, which he actually doesn't get to till East 7, which is the final current, I think before Monstrum Nox appeared, which is 9. He didn't actually make it to Altego until East 7. So that tells you how long it takes him to actually reach his eventual goal, which was to reach Altego and figure out what's going on there. He ended up hearing in Primrose that something was happening on this island of, I believe it's Esteria. So he hears what's going on. Something's going on the island, and then nobody's able to get into the island. Hears it from a sailor on the docks, and he's like, here's something going on about a Stormwall. No one's passed through it. No ships are coming from it. The shipments of silver have stopped from Esteria. So he's kind of like, oh, that sounds really interesting. Again, he's 16 years old, out on his own. And he's like, I want to try this. He'd heard a lot of stories of his dad, of his father, doing things like of adventurers and dragons and stuff. Ooh, I hit the mic, sorry. And he's heard a lot of things going on there. And he's like, man, I really want to go. That sounds awesome. Let's do this. So he works some side jobs down in Primrose for about a month or so, and saves up maybe a couple months. And he saves up enough money to buy himself a small boat. And he then storms his way across the sea to Esteria, and then gets trapped in the Stormwall and washes up on the beach. That was the bit of the first cutscene you saw there. He was actually, the boat capsized and he landed on the beach. And now we've caught up to where we're at currently, meeting Dr. Bluto I'll remember the name of the town here in just a little bit, because my brain is just not having it tonight. We wake up in Dr. Bluto's house, who is our resident doctor. We will get a lot more information from Bluto as we go on. Now, this game is fantastic. It's a fantastic remake, restoration / remake / what are they called? Remastering of the original games. The bump combat is fantastic, as you will see. 2, actually, in my opinion, even though they're made on the same engine, 2 has better bump combat. As we get there, this one's not as refined, even though they were released together. Even on the PSP, which this was originally released on in 2001, I believe. No. Complete was originally released on the PC in 2001, and then it was re-released as Chronicles on the PSP or something like that. And the Chronicles is actually on 2's engine, where Complete actually was using a different engine entirely, a different art style. And you can swap between the two art styles. Both of them are fine, fantastic. And of course, if you're playing in full screen, you actually get a bit of extra information on the screen, which you'll see as we play. There's more information on the screen in Complete or in the full screen. Again, I want to mention that I'm not playing in full screen for these two games because they have a massive, massive problem with the movement. On these releases, for some reason, if you're using an Xbox controller or an emulated Xbox controller, I cannot tell you why. I do not know why. But right movement is slower than left movement. And that becomes a massive problem in the final boss because of the way the final boss works. So, that's part of the reason why I'm playing on easy. When I go to East 2, I'll play on normal. But there's a big issue with the final boss that makes it very, very difficult to beat under normal circumstances using a controller. It's actually better to play with keyboard or keyboard only, and not keyboard and mouse. There's no mouse controls. It's better to play with keyboard if you're playing this with a full screen. If you're playing this in windowed mode, it's not going to bother you. And if you're playing it on the PSP, it doesn't have this problem either. I'm not sure why the PC release has this issue, and I'm not sure if they'll ever fix it. I don't think there's a mod that fixes. They just say do not play in full screen, play in windowed mode if you can. We are using a trilinear filter. It makes it look better on the stream. So I'm using that on the stream side, while I normally play on point, which gives it a pixely feel, a lot like the PSP release. But it looks fine, and it looks better on screen over here. You're going to notice another thing as we go along. It looks very RPG Maker. You can be forgiven for thinking it is an RPG Maker game. It is not an RPG Maker game, and you'll see that anyways. So, Dr. Bluto, oh good, you're awake, and we will be reading these out loud for those who don't really want to read. Dr. Bluto, don't strain yourself now. Your body is covered in bruises. Stu, you still hurting anywhere? Adol checked himself over. There was some pain, but nothing debilitating. Keep in mind, Adol is mainly a silent protagonist. I think the only one that he actually talks in, if I'm not mistaken, is 5? No. It's Mask of the Sun where he talks. He's very chatty, and it's very weird. It's either 4 or 5, where the original 4 or 5, where he's very chatty, and it's really weird. In all of the other games and in the remakes, he does talk, but it actually doesn't say what he says. Because the idea, the story behind this is actually a book that he has written. This is his journals. We're actually someone far in the future, after Adol has passed away. He passed away in his 50s, in the storyline. In his 50s, 56, somewhere like got married, had a kid, so on and so forth. But he wrote down all of his adventures throughout the world. And a scholar has found his journals hundreds of years later, and is now reading through these journals. Adol, again, does not talk in these journals. He really just kind of narrates to himself, here's what I did, or here's what he did. And this is basically a journalist or a scholar reading over his journal. So when you get that idea of how this was written, this is coming from someone kind of imagining how Adol's journey actually went. So that's why the games can be so vastly different, even within one storytelling, as it is commonly known for. When we get there to Memories of Celsada, actually had 2 original releases by 2 different companies, and of course that will be one of the donation goals. When we reach there is, hey, do you want me to play one of the original releases? And it's probably going to be Mask of the Sun, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mask is better than Dawn of East. But we'll get there when we get there. Adol checked himself over. There was a pain, but nothing debilitating. I already said that. Get some rest. You're at a clinic in Barbado. This is Barbado. Ha! That's the name of this town. Barbado Port. I don't know why there's no music here. It really is really weird. Slav. Hey, Dad. Is the stranger awake yet? Ah, Slav. You're early. How did the meeting go? Same as always. No real progress. Well, the patient's only just awoken. Glad to see you back among the living. Ah, yes, where are my manners? My name is Bluto. I own and operate this clan. This is my son, Slap. He found you collapsed on the beach and brought you here. We drove off the rebel that attacked you. It was a real close call. That also happens in the original, as you actually get attacked at the beach, and it does show them picking your body up. That doesn't happen in this version. Adol told Slav his name and expressed his gratitude. Adol, eh? Good name. Don't recognize you, though. Where are you from? Yeah, I was correct. This is Esteria. And there's his Promalock. What did I say? Promalock? It's Promalock. Sorry. Adol explained he journeyed from Promalock to Esteria by boat. My word, you came from overseas? Amazing. You're the first man I know to get past the Stormwall. What do you two think you're doing? Uh-oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. I want to also briefly mention that there are a lot of weird cultural references that pop up here and there. This is one of those. This is an old Hall & Oates song, I believe. Believe it's Hall & Oates song reference to the song Man-Eater, so it's just one of those things. Hey, Nochibato. Isla, I will chew you up, Slav, if you keep making comments like that. The man's wounded, you know. Shouldn't you leave him be? He needs his rest. That's my Isla, always checking on her, always keeping us in check. You make a good point. Yeah, okay, I'll stop talking his ear off. Rest up, Adol, but know this. I'm not done with you yet. That sounds so violent, but Slav has such a little impact on this story. Actually, I think everyone does. It's one of the weird things is that everyone has a really low impact on the story. So we're going to start off with a save. We're going to start in 11. And we'll just use these 10 saves and go over the 10 saves. Again, want to mention, we are playing on easy mode because I really don't want to fight with the game. The game has the final boss is so bad. Not a bad boss, but it's so bad that it's just... If you just want to understand East 1 and 2, play them on easy mode and go through it. You're not going to lose anything. There's no completion bonuses to doing so, with the exception of, I think, East 2. And because I have a clear on East 2, I believe I have a clear on East 2. Because I have a clear on East 2, we'll get to see the extra cutscenes anyways. But there's actually some extra cutscenes that happen in East 2 if you have a clear. Yeah, it's pronounced East. Good morning, Adol. You seem to be in tip-top shape now. The PC-88 version, actually, the intro actually says East. It's actually voice acted, which is absolutely fantastic. And I don't know why none of the other releases of East 1 have ever been voice acted, with the exception of the original. So, that's a thing. Still, you should probably take it easy for a bit, just in case. Well, I suppose a walk around town could do you some good. Just don't overexert yourself. For a boy your age to have slept so soundly, you must have quite a story to tell. Adol, the portside warehouse has become the home base for a town's militia. Slav should be there. He can answer any questions you might have. Just be careful not to do too much too soon. Listen, Adol. There are monsters outside, so don't push your luck. So we have 1,000 gold. We don't need healing. We get extra information by talking to them. We're just going to kind of quickly go over it. And we're not really looking to fill the thing. We're just looking to do all of the quests. Okay, so it is 8-way. I do want to mention it's 8-way, not 360 movement. There is actually an option for 360 movement. But my problem with 360 movement is it's absolutely terrible for actually playing the game. You do want to play in 8-directional. Okay, so we do need to talk to almost everybody. Not that they say anything important, but we have to talk to... I think we have to talk to everybody in order to progress the story. I need to be playing with the D-pad, not my analog. Bad habit. In my opinion, East 2 is a much... what's the word? Much better game than East 1. And there is no crossover between East 1 and 2, even though the opening of East 2 directly comes off the end of East 1. It's just one of those things we just have to keep in mind. I'm playing through East 1 mainly for the story, to get it on camera. Why if it isn't Adol? You okay to be moving around like that? Every time I stop by, you were sound asleep. Must have been exhausted. So, are any murmurings? So the land is cursed, kind of. There's demons over here, and it's we'll learn later, but it's because of the silver. So we're going to talk about Barbato, which is the only port town on Esteria. Of course, Esteria is a small island country over there, or over here. That's what it is. Barbato, the walled city of Minia, which we'll be heading to soon, and Zepic Village in the mountains. And then there's Raston, which is in the mines, and then Whitehorn Beach, where we were. Darm Towers, where we'll be headed to. Eventually, we're going to learn about the Stormwall. 6 months ago, the Stormwall appeared because of the silver, honestly. But basically, they can't export any silver off the island, which is their main money-making thing. Again, no voice acting, and I'm not going to be speaking all of it. So that's fine. We needed to talk to about all of this, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. He does give us a sword eventually. If you don't buy a sword, he gives you a sword. And there's actually, in 2, there's also another one that gives you a blade if you do certain things. So, let's go talk to this guy. He's keeping watch. He's like a dutiful dude. But we're going to need, before we leave town, we're going to need 2 things. Here's the beach we actually washed up on, which is, a thing. By the way, below the donation bar down there, it actually says enemy, by the way. That's what that says down there, if anyone's wondering what said down there. It says enemy. For the Stormwall up here, the bar was always packed. Always packed. Alright, such stunning right here. You must be Adol. So, Adol, throughout his adventures, gains the name Adol the Red, which is kind of a fantastic name that appears. It's locked. The weapon shop is locked. We don't need a weapon right now, so... let's talk to everybody. My son and his wife live in Minia. And she loves her home. Right, no, he's Adol the Red because of his red hair. And this is our favorite little critter ever. These are the Picards, and they appear in every single game, and they are fucking adorable. There's actually a quest to save all the Picards in 3, which, again, we will be trying to complete as much of the game as possible. Okay, so the North Road is Monster City. Can't we grab? Okay, never mind. You'll also note that everything is done in a bump format. I think we've talked to everybody. Nope. Yes, I think we've talked to everybody. So, and we can actually walk by pressing there's actually a run button. And bear in mind there is no attack button in this game, so. Oh, here's the other group I haven't talked to. Daddy's always talking about leaving Esteria. Why would we when we've got such good friends? There we go. Now, I think that's everybody. Again, we are using the PC-88 soundtrack, which is my favorite version. Okay, so I think we need to try to leave now, and I think it's going to let us. Is it going to let us leave? It does let us leave. So here's the bump combat. We are not strong right now. I don't even think we can beat this guy. Oh, we can. We can get some kills in. That's actually kind of crazy. I didn't think we could. Okay, so this is using bump combat, which means you need to come at your enemies in an off angle. Look around here. You can go around here. See, because we're off center, this allows us to do damage. That's fine. We get a little bit of money. I'm not mistaken, that door is still locked. Do not remember what I have to do here. It's been about a year since I've played, so you'll have to forgive me. Okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to go back to bed. I don't honestly. Hey, puppy. Puppy! Can I go in here? I did. Oh, I can't get in the bed. Okay. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Now I am actually having trouble remembering. Oh, he's probably gonna have fun. Yeah! Kinda. No, this, I think the only other game that I know of that had this style of combat was, oh. What I'm looking for these ladies. You're supposed to talk to everybody. Huh? Is there a door on the back of this? I don't remember. Anyways, and now I need to remember how to get him to give me a sword. We can actually already move on to the first town. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. Now I honestly don't. I remember the rest of the game, but how to use? Yeah, you can actually also use your mouse to do that. Invent as your inventory, by the way. And I think you can move. Yeah, you can actually move with the mouse, by the way. That's really neat and really weird. But give me just 1 second, because like this is the I always like forget how to do this. Or area free short sword. Remember how to do this. To him, Talward and the short sword. Talward. Talk to everyone in Barlotto, then talk to Slav, and he gives you a short sword. And then includes everyone in the houses. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, you just have to talk to everybody. I'm missing somebody. If he's not giving it to me, off my screen. If he's not giving it to me yet, it's because I have not talked to everybody yet. It means I am missing somebody. Who am I missing? He'll give me a short sword if I talk to everybody. You might have to talk to everybody twice, though. Or 3 times sometimes. Let's go talk to everybody. This is one of those RPGs you do want to talk to everybody as much as possible. Also, you can push people in the wall. It's actually useful for... There's an achievement you can get by doing that later. It's like measuring up Fina. I think it's Fina or Rhea. One of the two. You can actually talk to and push them against a wall and have them... you measure them up. You also can... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need. Okay, I've talked to those guys in that house. Let's make sure to talk to Bluto and talk to Bluto. Talk to Isla. Make sure to talk to them twice, just in case. Alright, so that's done. One more time. That's what we're looking for. We're supposed to hear about Minia. And the fortune teller in Minia. I could not remember that. Okay. I think that's what we needed. Because I've already talked to the people up there. I think that was what I needed to do, was talk to him twice. As he'd tell me about Minia. No? What do you want, Slav? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Oh, red, guy in red. I didn't talk to you, did I? Did I not talk to you? Hey, Avery. Thanks for the host. I want to talk to you again. Heyo! I'm trying to make sure I've talked to everybody because apparently Slaff is being very stingy with the short sword right now, and I really want it. Just like give me the sword. I want the free sword. So give me the short sword, please. Just give me the sword. No, I want the sword. I don't care about the Picards. Do I need to talk to the Picards? Can I get in the thing with the Picards? They're adorable. This is not a dull game. I am cheap, yes. Okay, who have I not talked to? I went in there. I did the talking there. It's locked. Can't go in there. You're gonna give it to me now? Why do you want it? Oh, okay. Yes! 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 I got the sword! Yes, give me the sword. Yay! The sword! It took me 30 minutes to got this. I don't know, 17 minutes was explaining stuff, so. Alright. That's the... Yeah! Yeah, it is the worst weapon in the game. There's actually only 5 weapons in the game, and you can't even use the best weapon on the final boss. Ouch! Look at that. Look at that. One hit. And we're carrying it. Love it. Do or die. Now, if we stand still... Ow. See, that's why you do not go on them head on. So if we stand still long enough, we should start healing. Here we go. We're start healing. Pretty quick. But that's a trait that I think all but Keplin have. Because Keplin was like, I'm going to be a Zelda game. And then it was a Zelda game. We do want to gain a level here. Stream drop. Stream didn't drop on this side. I'm good. Oh, that sucks. Wow, that sucks. That's terrible. That's terrible. I want to gain a level. Give me just one level. I'll take level 2. Can't see my XP yet. Don't have that ability. I haven't gained that book. Give me one level. I'll take one level. Oh, I can see my XP. It's just above me. A bar there. It's a bar. It's a bar. Probably a little bit better if I just go on ahead. It's got to go all the way across, and I'm not waiting out here. I did like your joke. No, you should not be ashamed. The joke was good. So welcome to Minia. Well, kind of. We're outside of Minia. We're outside the walls. The walls, for some reason, are on the top side. On the north side of the city. So that's a thing. We're going to ignore them. Hey, no, let me. Let me. I am not from Barbados. Damn it. Why won't you let me in? Why won't you let me go level? I want a level. I gotta go talk to the people in here. Anyways, that's fine. We gotta stand still. We'll stand still for a second to heal. Nah. Nope. There is actually some quests here in certain things. She's like, hey, go talk to my friends in my dad in Zepik, please. Tell him I love him. We're gonna go to the shop. Oh, you need something? Shut up, Pim. Alright, so we need to get the sapphire ring. No, we don't. We do need to get the sapphire ring. Really don't want to. I hate you. I hate you right now, Pim. I need a shield more than I need that. We will get the money for it. We need to get that silver ring for a person. Sapphire ring. Costing me money. Costing me money. I love the PC-88 music. It's so good. You can, by the way, change. It's not what I wanted to do. Here you can learn about. There's actually an achievement for unlocking all 88 entries. We will not be doing that in this playthrough. I have a playthrough where I did that. We're not doing that. Here's the fortune teller. Here's the fortune teller, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Nope, I'm not from Esteria. Yep. I am the one you're seeking. Get your equipment in order. She wants me to basically get armor, a shield. There's a scrupulous dude somewhere in town. And he kidnaps Sarah, who ends up dead. Spoilers. Sarah ends up dead before the end of the game. You sell a short. Now watch. How much is the short sword? How much was it? 500 gold. Yeah. That's why we didn't buy it. That cost a lot of money. You could also get a free Tawar as well. So that's cool. And we will be picking that up too at some point. Hey, I see. Easy game. On easy mode, yes. On nightmare mode, no. So we're gonna grab the chainmail. It costs 400 gold. Stop it. We'll pick up the small shield, which is exactly also part of the reason why I did what I did. There is no inventory button, and it's frustrating. We don't need a ring yet. Okay, so we got our armor. We got our stuff. The armor doesn't change in this game at all. I need to find the bar. Where is it at? It's somewhere in town. There's the bar. And these three guys are... I can talk to one of them. These three guys are pretty important. And one of them... Yeah, I'll have a drink with you. He tells us about the Rhoda tree. And Donis is the one who is missing. When am I playing the original East one? Do you know how fucking painful it is to get the TurboGrafx 16 working on my the emulator working? The only reason I'm not playing it on playing the original version is because of that. I would play the original East 1 and 2 for the TurboGrafx. But you know, I can change my donation goal to play that one. Which I can play after. I'll probably if I do that, it'll be after East Origins. I actually am familiar with the Books of East, but I will say no. East was the name of an ancient kingdom that existed ages ago. The history of the land is written in the Books of East. It's unknown. There are 6 Books of East. And one of the books is in the mountain shrine. We will be seeking it out. Yeah. Take it with me. We got Sarah's crystal because reasons. Thanks, Sarah. You gave us her crystal. Now I don't think we're going to see her. I think she actually dies after this. She gave us a crystal. We go get the book. And she doesn't die. So we're going to be finding a couple things in the first area. I do like this character myself. It's a lot of fun. There's no mini-map, by the way, which is sort of frustrating. So, yeah, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, There's also only 10 levels in this game. So that's kind of important. So it is a rather short game. Also rather short on the grinding side. That was dumb. I just ran head first into him. I'm looking for an opening. It may not be on this map. It's not. Playing what with no guide? Oh, playing the game you're playing with no guide? Playing this with no guide, if you do not know the game, is a bit of a pain. And playing the second one, oh my god, even every time I go back to East 2, I have to use a guide because the final area is a nightmare. The Palace of Solomon. Or, yeah, Temple of Solomon. Sorry, Solomon Temple is a right pain. We're looking for a glint in the thing. Give me a glint, please. Yeah, pick cards. That was a pick card. That was a pick card. Okay. Why did I just kill a pick card? I think it's the only game you kill pick cards in. Or maybe mutant pick cards. I know that's like this is like the only game you kill. Yeah, that's a pick card. And I do believe it's the only game you actually kill. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lana. I actually, you said something about that game. I am interested in it, but I do not want to spend money on it. It looked cool, but it's not in my wheelhouse as far as money goes. Let's see here. I think this is where the tree's at. Hey, it's not where the tree's at. I'm not remembering that map very well. Level up, thanks. Is this where the tree? There's the tree. We cannot talk to the tree yet, by the way. We just look at the tree. Okay, we can't do anything here yet because reason. The tree, we don't have the seed, which allows us to talk to the tree. So we will come back here later. Yes, Adol is a person. I am playing as Adol Christin. So, where's the map? Now we are looking for a lake because that lake or that lake thingy will have what we are looking for. I do not remember where. North is at the village to I don't understand. That's like mile. It's kilo mile. It's so dumb. The system here is absolutely infuriating. We don't really ever have to worry about running into things that are going to overpower us, especially this early in the game. You can still die. And by the way, there's no autosave, so save often. Save frequently, because it will fuck you. And you will be sad. There is no options. There's no two ways about it. You will be very unhappy. We're looking for something very specific right now. That's not what I'm looking for. That's useful though. So we will use it. And this gives us we have to equip this. Oh, that's so dumb. Anyways. I have to use it. Forgot. Like, what the? How do I do that? Oh, I have to use it, which gives us this access. Gives us that menu over there on the side. Tells us who we are, what level we are, what our strength is, what our bust size is. I don't know. It gives us a lot of stuff. Gives us a lot of information as well as the stuff of the character. And here's the second Rhoda tree. There are two of them. We will need to talk to both of them. Oh, good. That Coke is amazing. Coke. It's locked. We need the key. If you have not, by the way, there is an anime of this game which is jank in the best way. There is no other way to explain how jank it is. I mean, it's just straight up the most beautiful levels of jank ever. and I highly implore you to check it out. I don't know any place you can actually stream it, but it is a thing of absolute beauty, and there is what I'm looking for, the golden vase. Never had coffee cream ice cream. Oh, no. Had gelato before. It's close. Not gelato, a tiramisu. I like tiramisu. It's one of my favorite dinners. As long as it's not maybe coconut oil. It's fantastic. Is the golden vase what I'm looking for? I thought I was looking for a golden. I swore I was looking for a golden. I don't remember. Look it up real quick. Hold on. Guide. This is one of those guide dang it guides. So yeah, me. Where's my walkthrough? Here it is. Nope, that's not. East one walk. Thank you. I don't care if it's PSP because it's all the same game. There is no difference. Where's the thing? Minia Fields, Epic, Golden Vase. It is the Golden Vase. You just sell it to him. There's Rototree, Esteria Potion, and that's everything. Okay, I did get everything here. I just like to check to keep that in mind. Also, why is that in not dark mode? My life. Stop. Donka, that's better. Not burning my eyeballs. Go back to sell the Ghost Pin. Die, cannon! That's a Dragon Ball reference, by the way. Oh, you guys aren't giving me any experience. Stop. Stop sucking. So hard. Alright, Pim. We're gonna sell Golden Vase. Nope. Okay, so it's not this. There is an item, and I've got to remember where it's at, but there is an item that you can get that if you do not sell to him 3 times in a row, he'll sell it for the highest value, and it's one of the best items to get. What am I doing? That ring. Get the ring! Buy the ring. Cancel. Nope. Is this not the one? Okay. Tonka. Buy. Buy a wing. Wing, Thonka. Nobody cares. I'll buy a mirror as well. We don't need it currently, but we will need it later in the game. Can I get past you, please? I'm going to the bar. I'm going to the bar. My 16-year-old self is going to the bar. All right, one-eyed man. Yep. 1,500 gold, which is better than what I bought it for, so that's good. And I think we can pick up a longsword, which will increase our attack. I think the longsword was 200 gold. Buy weapons, longsword, 2,000 gold. Thank you. Now we're going to do the equipment. Equip the sword. Here we go. Much better. Told you this game's not very long. It's not like under 2 hours long, but it's not very long. We're like literally not very surprising. We're literally about to head into the first dungeon, I think. I want to say we're gonna head into the first dungeon. We're gonna head to Zephic Village of the first dungeon. But I think we need to head to Zephic first. First dungeon's over here. Straight up. But if I'm not mistaken, north. It's over here. Let me at it. That's right. Here's the first dungeon. But I think we miss out on meeting a few characters if we come in here too early. And we can't hurt them. Look, we do no damage to them right now. This is actually the first, and I got instantly slaughtered. Damn it! That's why I said save. I said save. Why'd I do that? Remember how I said save often? Because it's fucking save often. I think I need Sarah's crystal to damage them, by the way. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they one-shot me. Which is definitely a thing. Alright, so let's go this way. Go. I think this takes me to Reston. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this takes me to Zephyr. Okay, that takes me to Zephyr Village. Let's not do that again. Let's not pull it dumb like that again. Because holy shit, that was stupid. So I will go check that, but I think I'm supposed to go to Zephyr first. There's not that, by the way, there really isn't that many levels in the game. There's literally, you only get level 10, so the game progresses as far as leveling up pretty fast. And as you can tell, the movement speed is just absolute blazing. I'm going to save before we walk in there. Oops, and yeah, that is, we are too weak for that, which means we need to gain a few levels before we do that. Anyways, let's go back over here, grab the Voss again, and then head to Zephyr. Or grab the Voss, go do the stuff in town, grab the longsword, and then maybe grab the next set of armor. Maybe. Okay. Here's the gold Voss, Stonka. If I'm not mistaken, it's go to the shrine, do the shrine first, then we go to the mines. Yeah, the shrine's first. I've got the guide up behind me. Behind the game, by the way. So I'm actually looking at the guide and going, okay, what was I supposed to do again? Other than not be an idiot and enter the mines way too early. Probably a good idea. Don't do that. Okay, we're okay. Gotta go get a better sword. Get a better. All right, we're gonna do two things. We're gonna get a better sword, and try not to die, which is I'm doing terribly at right now. And then we'll save it. It's important. By the way, if the game's moving too fast, I apologize. This is a very fast-paced game. I think all of them are, by the way. Yeah, thank you. Sell it for 2,000 gold. A ring. For 1,000 gold. We're going to buy one wing. Thank you. Buy one mirror. Takes down to 877. We're right where we were before, which is fine. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. One-eyed man. Give him the ring. He gives us the money. And outside of gaining a little bit, you gain 500 gold for that. What you really gain for that. Can you let me past you, Haystack? Christ. Okay. Long sword, thank you. Buy the long sword, leave, thank you. Here's the stuff we just got, and we just gave away the sapphire ring in the base. That will break after like 4 or 5 uses. And that takes you back home, but you have to buy a new wing every time. It's costs 200 gold. But it brings you back to Minia for the shop, because there's not a shop in Zep. So now that we've done that, let's quickly save here. There we go. We've done everything we can do here currently. Double check that information there. Minia, chainmail. Okay, listen to this firing, blah blah blah. Neat. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. I could have got that ring for cheaper, but I forgot about it. If you talk to the dude first about his ring instead of just going to go give it to him, and then refuse to buy it at the 1,000 gold price, Pim will drop the price to 900, and my brain completely broke. Yeah, I forgot about that. Not that that matters because of reasons. It's just a neat thing. Now we got to go to Zephic, and then actually we're just you may have noticed there was a locked chest I come across earlier. That is important. That's got a piece of silver armor in it. I think silver armor. I could get the silver sword elsewhere. Oh, that's not where we need to go. We need to go up, not down. Why? We only need 200 experience left, and this guy gives me 2 experience. That's why we're not leveling so fast, because these guys give no experience, or next to no experience. So it's just one of those things where it's like... But as you defeat more of them, you'll get more of their stats. So it's kind of like, oh, cool, that's what their strength and their defense and their bust size is. I don't know. All right, welcome to Zephic Village. We made it to the second village already. Again, I told you this. There's Granny Tobel. Hello. You're going to notice some interesting names. That's one of the more interesting ones. Hello. No. Will you keep this conversation between us? Yes. The villager's charm of protection, Silver Bell, has been stolen by thieves. Negotiate. I'd ask the villagers, but I will. I'll do it. Yeah, Thieves' Den. Now we got to go to the Thieves' Den. Blah, blah, blah. So we need to go to find Jebba. And, yeah, Jebba's going to tell us. Luda has gone missing. Don't care. Jebba is up there in her house. I need to go talk to her. So Jebba is that's not Jebba's house. That is not. Stop talking to me. Jebba is a descendant of... my brain is not remembering who she's a descendant of. Sarah's Crystal. So you're the swordsman Sarah's been seeking all this time. You tend to find the Book of Easton's Shrine. Been needing the key. Shrine key. Thank you. Aww. The ruins of the top of the mountain known as Solomon's Shrine. One of the books of the East in there is no doubt it'll be on one of the shrine's lower levels. The entrance to the lower levels are well hidden, but that crystal will show you the way. Virtually anything can await you now there. Be certain you're well prepared before you go. And we're going to get well prepared by grinding on the tower. Before we head that way, though, if I'm not mistaken, that allows us to leave. Where's the dock? Dock. Is she at the dock, or is she gone? He's on the dock. Old Man Pablo's sitting on the dock. Fina, once we save her, will be there. So, kind of catching from glimpses of the story, and I'm trying to remember to explain it as much as possible as we play. Not where I wanted to go. Where is the upwards entrance? Well, what's up, Shit Me Pants? How you doing? What's up, Ray? Ray? Oops, sorry. What's up, UG? All right, so welcome to the second area, and we are actually slightly over-leveled for it. We're going to be grinding here because this area is actually pretty decent leveling-wise, and it'll get us up to like level 5 or 6, so we're going to, not level 5, yeah, level 5 is what we're going for. So once they go off screen like this, oh, he didn't respawn. they can respawn, and we want to keep that in mind. We're going to go this way to go to the Thieves' Den, where we're going to meet our next character. Now, one thing you're going to notice is there's some interesting names that'll pop up, like Jeba, Fina, Rhea, Ray. It's actually spelled Rhea. And basically, they're all names from old houses. The old houses of Ys. So it's kind of important. The names are really important to the overall story of Ys 1, 2, and Origin. Because as we will see later, especially in Ys 2, the families that were on Ys, actually, some at the end of Origin, and this is kind of a spoilers for Origin, but we will be going over that when we get there as well, actually stayed down on the land of Esteria after Ys returned to the sky, which, again, that's what we have to deal with in Part 2. So Ys returned to the sky. A group of them stayed down on Earth, or down on Esteria, and they're the ones who make up the current tribe we're dealing with, of Jeba and Luda and some of the other members. The member we're going to meet next is one, but I'd like to get to level 4 before we go this way. There we go. We're level 4 now, and that I need to find out how much XP these guys give me now. Because as you level up, they actually give less experience. That'll like 20, 25? 25 experience or so? No, like 4 experience. Okay. 5 experience. Okay, that's not, we're not going to do this for, oh, it's like 5 to 7 experience. Really wonky how much experience they give, and I'm not entirely sure what is going on with those numbers over there. That's not normal. The numbers are not going down normally. They're like, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 20. What do you want? What do you want from me? I didn't mean to do that. Hello. What is up, boss? You're either brave or stupid, kid. Why did you come here? Gobin. He is actually also a descendant of the houses of Ys. A lot of houses, a lot of descendants. And this actually, this becomes important in Ys 2, because at the end of the game, all of the houses of Ys, all of the descendants will show up at the end of Ys 2 and assist. They will assist Adol in defeating Darm, who actually created the tower. Checking on this Ys game. This is the first of them. I love this game. It's not my favorite, but it definitely shows where it comes from. Okay, so they did not steal the bell, so we need to find out who stole the bell. The chest is empty. Let's go into the passage and take a look. Push the door, but they did not slide aside. We can't go in there yet. That's actually, I believe, the back passage to the Tower of Darm. Yes, I did. I played this on stream about 2 years ago. Give or take. Yeah, 2018 is when I last played this on stream. So yeah, because my hard mode playthrough was on stream. So I did a full playthrough of this and 2 on stream about 2 years ago. I think those have been long archived and gone. So it's just a case of, but yeah. So I did play them. We've got, I think, enough gold for the second armor. This is mostly for new. This is mostly one I do because I'm planning on as these go up, pushing them to YouTube. So folks there can actually watch them if they wish. We'll just head inside. This is where I need to go. I'm remembering this sort of kind of ruby has been obtained. And I think... Ruby? Okay, I don't want to equip that line. How now, brown cow? Sekiro? Okay, what about it? Anyways. It's a game? Alright, if I'm not... Oh, we have not saved in a while. Like 20 minutes. So... Okay. Entering this room will actually cause a boss fight, so... Yeah. And that actually is much better than it was previously. Yeah, that's actually a lot easier. Thank goodness we are playing on easy mode, so the boss is not... This boss is a right pain in the dick on normal and hard mode. So we're going to take him out pretty quickly. I do enjoy the rematch you get against him in East Origins, which is fantastic. You get a rematch against this boss, and it is so good. Such a good rematch. That's a good question. I have no idea why there's a snake the size of Jormungandr. And there we go! The first boss is defeated. My stream is lying. Why is my stream lying? Oh, my Steam. It is, yeah, I know. I haven't actually updated it to, what was I don't remember what I was planning on changing it to. Hey, guys, can you not? Oh, my God, you guys hurt. Just wait. Oh, I don't heal in dungeon. Shit. Nope, leave dungeon. Leave the dungeon. Can you heal up here? Yeah. Get out of there! Bad! This kills the guy! This kills the Adol! We don't want Adol to die. Right now we're looking for... Hello! I leveled. Yay! Which greatly helps. We need the money, too. By the way. Give me your money so I can get the better weapon... not the better weapon. The better armor, so I can actually take a hit without dying. You guys hurt, and you only hurt more on the lower levels, so I don't like it. Like, straight up, these guys hurt a lot more on the lower levels. I do not remember the dungeon all that well. Touching Ruby. The other chest is locked. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm looking over the guide here for the lower shrine. We need to find the prison key, the treasure box key, and the silver bell, and then loot all the chests. Once we find the treasure box key, there's actually more chests in the game we can unlock. So we need to open that chest there. These are spiders, and ow. Ow. Okay, this chest over here. Yeah, you're going to go to sleep. Go to bed. Bed to bed at prison key, and I'm being attacked. As soon as I walked into this room, I got attacked. Stop it. Okay. Hi, Uber. What's up? Hello. Boom. All y'all dead. All y'all do the dead. Go away, spider. Let's go over here. Hey, sir. Oh, where's the... I don't remember where anything is at. It's locked. We need the treasure key. I don't remember where the treasure key is at. Also, there's that is really neat animation. Take a look there. There's water coming out of the wall there. It's actually, that's a repeating texture, but really nice texture work. Okay. Treasure box key. Let's go get the thing. Yay! I have the treasure box key. Do I need to equip? I don't think I need to equip those. I guess I'll find out here in just a second if I have to equip them. I think I will. Silver Bell! Nice. Nice. Nourish. Alright, Silver Bell does something that I don't remember. Looting the chest, try and B1. You can find a chest in the southeast corner. We're in B2. We can make the necklace that Tim will buy. And then we need to get the Mask of Eyes. So we need to go back up to B1 and get the necklace for Pim. And sell to Pim to make a little extra cash. The good news is as we progress, the guide will become... I won't be needing any guides for East 3 and beyond, or even East Origins. Because I actually remember those. Okay, I need to get over there to the east side, or yeah, the east side of every area. Okay. Somewhere over here is... There's Fina. We do not need to pick her up yet. We need to specifically grab the necklace. Thank you, necklace. Okay. We get the power ring with the silver belt, and we got to go back to Barbados after this to get the Talwar. Okay. We're about to get a next weapon upgrade too. Okay, so we got that. Let's grab Fina. Hi, Fina. Who are you? Adol introduced himself and explained the reason for coming to the shrine. My name is Fina. It feels like I've been locked up here for my entire life. I remember the man who the black cape put me here. He's a terrible man who seems very controlled, very moving, monster dictatorship. Don't you should forget about me. Please hurry up away. I am taking her with me. Yes. Donka. No, if I'm not mistaken, we will be coming back. We got the Mask of Eyes. That's very important. Or later. And we'll be going down further into... I just gotta wait on her. It takes so long for her to move. She moves so slowly. Come on. First escort quest. Trust me, it's slower than the original. I don't know if it's the way out. No. Come on. Neat. Come on. Now there's an achievement that you can get by doing this right here. You can get an achievement by continuing to press her up against a corner. Like you take her to this corner down here and just push her up against the wall like this and just hold that button for a little bit. And after about 10 to 15 seconds, an achievement will pop up on the Steam release. And as you can tell, she's wearing a golden pendant. I just learned everything about her. So make sure to double check that we've got everything here. But you can do that with both Fina and Rhea. Don't do that. I mean, it's so rude. Kind of gross. Kind of grody. Come on. Come on. Come on, Fina. Donka. I'm going to do a double check here. And get you out of here. This takes forever, and she dies so quickly. You can actually, okay, so something neat is if you can, there's actually an achievement. I do not have it on this release. And I did manage to do it in the PSP release. Didn't have achievements. But you can get Fina to level 2 here by actually walking her into enemies on an angle, and she can actually beat one. And if she does, which takes forever, by the way, so it's best just to hit them once to like lower their HP, and then attack, then let her do it. But if she can kill an enemy, if she can kill enough enemies and make it to level 2, you get an achievement for leveling her. She has a fever, but we're gonna take her to jail. Adol gently lifted Fina over his shoulder and carried her to Jabba's house. Told you. She's sleeping well. The medicine should help. And by a good night's rest, she'll be fine in the morning. Still, no matter how you look at it, it's still a strange story. Strange, sacred intersect concealed by the shrine, and girl imprisoned there. It doesn't add. Alright, medicine's working. So let's go talk to the mayor. We need to give him back the silver. Doesn't matter, we're safe again. Yay, and I got the power ring, which doubles my attack. I think it's either doubles my attack or I'll have to equip it and find out. I don't remember. Okay. So two things we can do now is we can go back to the village. We are... Look here, make sure here. We got to go back and get the shield ring, which is inside here. We need to go back and get the shield ring, which is on the ground floor somewhere. We got to go get it. Because we do need it. It is important for some bosses later. Because reasons. Gotta remember where. That's the ruby. There it is. Shield ring. Hey. That halves damage. Okay. So this shrine is sort of done. Fina will get captured again. I think. So now we got to go back and get the Tower, and then we go back into the shrine for the Ivory Key, and that's where we get the Silver Shield, Marble Key, a Heal Potion, which is neat, and then the second. So we need to go do that. So we're actually going to use the wing to get there because of reasons. I'm fucking lazy. We'll buy another green. We'll buy another wing. Bunka. Thank you. The haggling is not working for some reason. It's fine. I think the ruby is just a sell thing. And then the necklace is another sell thing. I'm trying to figure out. No. Yeah, it's just a Pim will buy thing, I think. It and the ruby. For some reason, he's just not haggling for some reason. Okay. And there we go. Not haggling. You're supposed to be able to haggle with him, and it's just not working right now. And I'm just not even caring. I'm not even going to fight with it. That's just a fight I do not care to have right now. We're not going to buy the Tower yet. We don't need to buy the Tower. Buy armor. Late mail is how much? 2 grand. How much is reflex? Reflex is 5. I am aware this also skips the secondary armor. We don't need it. Look at the difference. It's 30. Not that it's a pretty decent upgrade. Also, we're literally most of the way through the game, but just so you're aware, this game is not very long. Actually, most of the game takes place in Darm's Tower. I'm not even kidding. Most of the game actually completely takes place inside the final tower. So we're going to equip Sarah's thing. I should have checked Sarah's shop while I was there. I think she's already been kidnapped, killed, one of the two. I think she's been killed at this point. Oh. Sarah's shop. Nope, she's still here. Our time grows short. Please find the... Yep. So now she's like, hey, go back to the shrine because... Holy cow, that's bad. She should not have been down there. Oh no. Oh no. I also need to buy a shield. So we're going to go back to the shrine and make some money. I got a wing to come back to the thing to buy the better shield though. My brain just spazzed and I was like, I don't need no shield. Shields are for people who actually get hit. Okay. Alright. Anyway, so, again, game not very long. Most of the game's runtime actually takes place in the grinding and the walking back and forth between locations. The second game is much longer by about double, with more expansive areas, more expansive villages, the whole 9 yards. But literally, let's laugh. Stormwall, now the final land. Eat up, I say. Actually, if you follow me for a moment, he's going to take me to the roof and give me the tower. He may not be taking me. I don't remember. Oh, he's taking me to the weapon shop. That's right. That doesn't actually exist. The weapons warehouse. He's going to give me the tower. Here, take this sword with you. The Tower! This is the best sword you can buy. And I just got it for free. Thank you. Found it while patrolling Whitehorn Beach 6 months ago. Probably from a trade ship capsized in the Stormwall, which means they won't miss it, so don't feel bad. I think it came from one of the curved countries in the east. Well, see you later. Don't hesitate to swing by. Swing! Again, we do not end up replacing this quickly. It does get replaced, but it's not super fast that it gets replaced. But most of our damage output, actually, it's one of those things that this will get replaced fairly quickly once we start entering the later areas of the game. Sword. Yep, I'm seeing Esteria with my own eyes. Pluto, Isla, and I thought our boy was visiting the clinic. But he is not, and I'm trying to figure out why not. Why is he not here? Where? Hello? Hello, where's he at? Where's Luda? Hello, Luda? Where the hell's Luda at? Luta is the clinic after... Oh, shit. Have we not... Oh, we haven't met Luda. That's going to be weird. That's going to be real weird. There's a guy we were supposed to meet earlier that apparently I didn't talk to called Luta. And he is one of the descendants of the East tribe, of one of the East families. And I forgot to meet him. He is important to the story, and we will meet him again. We will meet him in Darm Tower. It's not important if we miss him. There's actually a couple missables in the game as far as missing when you meet people by kind of speeding through. So it's not super important to say, oh shit, I missed that character. It's just a case of, oh, alright. Whoops. So things we need to do is we need to head back up top, and we need to head back to the shrine and to the Shrine of Solomon. So what we're going to do right now, I think this is a good length for this episode. for the first episode of the Chronicles of Ys. Normally I'd be going about 2 hours, but I think me taking a break to use the Little Boys Room is a good time for me to cut it. So we're going to do that here as soon as I get to the shrine. Go up here to the Shrine of Solomon. Is Fina free? Remember, if she's out. Let's check real quick. She's not. The cutscene we can see if we actually see her here. I've met Goban. Yep, Goban's cool. And will become useful later. Not so much later, but later. These guys give me good money. And we'll kind of use them to do what we need to do. But next time, when we come back, sometime later this week, I believe it will be Wednesday, possibly Tuesday. Normal days are Sunday, Thursday, and Friday. But I also have any off days where I'm just not doing anything else. I will probably stream some more. But yeah, so you're not going to miss any of that. Not going to miss a minute of it. A minute of the beautiful, beautiful fantasticness that is this franchise, this game and its franchise. But we'll be continuing with Ys 1 and actually going and fighting the second boss of the game. So be prepped for that. We're going to actually need to be wearing the mask, I think. Oh, that's the ring. I want to say we're going to need the mask. Yeah, we'll need the mask of eyes to get where we need to go. 4-3. But yeah, so come back tomorrow night for some goodness, for some good time. Not tomorrow night, but later in the week for a good time. And for the continuation, the Chronicles of Ys that will be changed in the upper left-hand corner next time we stream. Again, check the donation goal below. It's actually 2,000 bits. Once 2,000 bits is reached, we will add that to the game list, which is currently Ys 3 Wonders from Ys. I think once that one is reached, I will add the PC Turbo Graphics versions of Ys 1 and 2. And then, we'll continue through. There are a bunch of old versions of the games that are up for play, but I will probably be playing them after I do their original games or their remakes on stream, so you can kind of get an idea of what they play now and how they played back in the past. Again, I'm Kai. This is going up on YouTube, so this is awesome. It's been a lot of fun. I love this franchise so much, and I just want to share it with everyone I meet. It is one of, Sonic, Dragon Ball, Gundam, and Ys, literally Ys. The Ys games are in my top games, and my wife hates it because I talk about Adol all the time, because it's amazing. It's cool. So we're going to learn more about next stream. We're probably going to be learning more about the world of Ys, learning more about how this bosses work and the pump combat system, as we probably, there's going to be a good chance, like I said, this game is not very long. We're going to be probably entering Darm's Tower during the next stream. Either entering Darm's Tower or really close to entering Darm's Tower during the next stream. So it probably may take 2 or 3 streams for us to reach there. So, but anyways, with that in mind, I'm Kai. This has been History of Ys, Books 1 and 2, Part 1. I'll catch you next time. Keep an eye on the Twitter, and you'll see when we're live. Yes, I saved twice within 3 minutes. And yes, you can play with mouse. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.